1, 2, 3, 4. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is Dark Macek with Brutally Delicious, coming to the review of Sermon's brand new album of Golden Verse. So I was asked recently whether I'd be okay reviewing something outside of my typical wheelhouse. I'm normally into power and symphonic metal. This band is not. The one phrase I would have to describe them is progressive. We'll get into some songs in a second and talk about what they sound like, but it's hard to classify. I will immediately give high praise to the musicianship and songwriting all throughout. While this style of metal is not my favorite style, I did not find it hard to get into in the slightest. Like I said, it's probably easiest to describe their style just by getting into the songs. So starting off the album, there's a sweet, heavy intro. His voice sounds like a deeper Tommy Johansson, meaning the guitar player from Sabaton who also fronts Majestica. I've cited Tommy as the best singer in metal before. That is certainly a nice comparison. The first real track, Royal, has a killer groove. I'm not really a Pantera or Sepultura guy, but this is great. Again, not explicit groove metal, but I wish this was the norm when people use that term. It's very drum heavy in the vibe. I think that takes precedence over the guitars. Contrasting with that, Light the Witch has this really cool Devin Townsend-like quality to it. The drumming is more heavy than most Devin tracks. Heavy, again, in that kind of groove way. This is not your typical double bass pattern. The vocals sound more like Devin here. Gone are those comparisons to Tommy. Devin's also a monster. That's not a bad thing. Moving on. Senescence. This is a beautifully understated song. This one kind of reminded me of Opeth in some way. There are more keyboards, and I will take some shit for saying this, but I found the track to be more introspective than most Opeth songs. So that's 3 tracks in the first half of the album that have 3 distinct sound-alikes. They're all vaguely in the progressive vein, though. It's cool. They're diverse. Wake the Silent. This was my favorite song on the album, but consider again where I'm coming from as the power metal nerd. This is a bit more speedy. There's a great riff and a really good vibe. I love the double bass here. Again, it's not a paint by numbers, but this one truly accentuates the guitar riff instead of overpowering it. And lastly, the album closer, Departure. It starts off with blast beats and reminded me a whole lot of Between the Buried and Me. Shortly after the intro, it went back into sounding like whatever this band sounds like. Progressive and whatever taste it is that's common across all the other songs. So, very happy I checked this out. Very happy I gave it a go. It's always a very pleasant experience in my life when I decide to try something new and it's not terrible. Although in this case, it was actually fucking great. About a year ago, I went on this crusade to listen to all kinds of music that was not metal at all. I will refrain from saying what my first album was on that journey, but I walked away from it and said, that was shit, maybe I should reconsider this entire thing. I will consider listening to this album as a very nice inverse of that, which is it makes me want to branch out more. Rock on.
Hello out there. Yes, hello out there, everyone. I'm Hal Schwartz.
And I'm Flynn McLean. Together we host None But the Brave, a podcast dedicated to the music and career of Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce and E Street Band are on tour right now for the first time in 6 years, and we're taking a detailed look at what's happening on stage in our bi-weekly episodes.
We've also been recently joined by some very exciting guests, including rock journalist Warren Zanes and Stephen Hayden, Backstreet's Magazine founder Charles Cross, and Barstool's Kirk Minahan.
If you're a diehard Springsteen fan, this is the show for you.
So please subscribe to None But the Brave on your favorite podcasting platform, and we hope to see you further on up the road.
Thank you so much. We'll be seeing you.